I'm getting ready to drill the hole for the shank first, and I poured some water on that to keep it cool. So there goes. Okay, that hole is drilled. And without moving the grinding wheel, I will change out the bit. And since I didn't move anything, it should be concentric, or close enough to it. Okay, I stopped just before I went all the way through, just so that doing it this way makes this whole saw come off of the plug a lot easier. Sometimes it will get stuck, and with the plug still barely attached to the wheel, it pulls right out a lot easier. So I'll pry it loose, just break it, and it comes right out. So this is what I'm going to use for the shank. All it is a leftover piece of a used up welding rod. It's got the 1/8 inch steel shaft through it, and I'm just going to knock off the rest of the flex. If you know anyone that's got a stick welder, just go to where they do their welding and you'll find a bunch of these laying around on the ground. Do the other end. And it also helps that the glue to adhere if we rough up the end a bit. I'm going to do it here on the ground a bit. And that's all it really needs. So here's the welding rod after I cleaned off all the flex and sanded it up. Put some scratches on it to make the glue stick better. Those are some old bits that I've made. Before I glue it, This is still real wet, and that bit is right at 3 millimeters. It's just a tad small, and so I need to ream it out just a little bit. I've got this diamond bit. This comes in one of those, just about any cheap diamond bit you get kits, they have several bits. You can find one like this, a straight. Just chuck it up in your Dremel on the lowest speed, and the next is the reaming. Okay, now that should fit. Yeah, it fits. Room for glue too. Then to dry it out, I'll spin it. And that just slung all the water out. Now it's nice and dry and can be glued. So the glue that I prefer to use, and I've tried a few, is just a gel type super glue. You don't want to use a thin CA glue because as porous as these grinding wheels are, they'll just suck up all the glue and you won't have glue where you need it. So the gel type is probably the thickest, and you'll just want to squeeze some in. Just kind of have to guess at how much is going in there because you can't see it. It's not thin enough to drip down in there, but you just want a little bit of squeeze out as you push the bit in. I put in too much, but that's okay. I can't put that glue back in the tube. And then with any other CA glue, you can just hit it with accelerator, and that will dry pretty quick. Okay, I've got one of these bits that I just got through making, and I'm going to demonstrate how it cuts. I'm going to go with 25,000 RPM on this piece of walnut. Makes a nice smooth cut there. You try this piece of cherry. Cherry is notorious for burning if your bit's not sharp enough or if you're going too fast. Yeah, that's good. So, pine and cedar, obviously. Across that knot. Blow that off. This bit that I was using looks like it's getting a little loaded up there towards the end, and there are ways you can either wire brush it or wash it even in soapy water, and that'll get a lot of it out. Sometimes you can blow it off with air. course, since I got it on camera, it didn't do very much. But one of the options is just to dress it again real quick. Real light and now it's sharp again. It was still sharp before, but it's even sharper now. Let me show you a few of these other bits. This is one of my favorites, this V wheel. Let's try it on the walnut. Well, there. They went real deep. These homemade bits are a lot of fun to play with. And using a diamond bit, you can shape them to any shape you want. Take this one out. I'm going to do one more. When you're removing bits, if they seem to be stuck in the collet, if you just press them in until they click, then they'll come right out. Let's try this one out. It's also made on a nail. It's got the point. Great. So you can sure, save a lot of time and money by making your own bits. Thank you for watching.